Today on the channel, we take a trip to Eternia, beautiful this time of year, for the 1/6 scale Mondo collectibles, Teela.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mondo 1/6 scale unboxing and review. And this time, we're back to the Masters of the Universe with Teela. But for all your Teela Mondo needs, better hit Mondo. But for everything else under the sun, Entertainment Earth, use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. And sometimes these go to Entertainment Earth of the world. Sometimes they do not. This, of course, a timed edition, where most of these always end up being a timed edition on the Mondo website. You got a week to get your pre-order in. The week is the week, and then you pay aftermarket prices after that. So it's a crazy system, but one I guess we're somewhat used to. But another thing we're used to is how we do these reviews. Of course, we're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And a little change, a little difference with this one, as new style packaging on these. A little bit, I guess, the same height, a little bit skinnier, I guess, probably trying to save in shipping and packaging material, all that kind of stuff. But the line will not be uniform going forward, apparently. So there you go. So little change in the air here today. But one thing that doesn't change is the beautiful Masters Universe artwork. Teela looking good. She's never looked so good in artwork right here, looking nice. A stroll through the woods or something. I don't know what's going on there. But she's looking awfully determined here. You got that Mondo seal there, of course. We're used to that as well. 1/6 scale Teela on the side, looking nice. Same kind of thing on this side as well. Nothing too much. A little bit of jibber jabber. We got a little bit of a blurb on the back for Teela. Let's see what it says back here. Teela, warrior goddess. The noble captain of the Royal Palace Guard, the warrior goddess Teela, is known throughout Eternia for her unsurpassed skill in both battle and combat. Harnessing the power of heroes past, Teela hunts evil with her magic staff and strikes down enemies with her swift sword and spear. As fierce a friend as she is a foe, her divine destiny is that of the mystic guardian of Grayskull. So there you go. This is not a toy, it says on the back. So kids, don't be playing with this. I don't want you kids playing with this. We do get a little glamour shot there. Of course, the figure inside the box as well. Looking very nice. Usual packaging with Mondo. Always packed very nice. Always very cool. Nice packaging on these. But then we got to slip it out. Got to slip her out. Can I get Teela out? That's the million-dollar question. Of course, I saved my packaging on these, so a nice gentle off to the side. See you later. That's the way you got to do it there. But let's see what's going on. Of course, got tape. Oh, we got tape. Tape for days. Cambodian tape, Todd? Nope. Todd said he's got the patent on the Cambodian tape, so Mondo doesn't have any of that. So there it is. There it is. The more you know. The more you know. But you get an extra head in here. We get the base, the stand, all the kind of usual stuff right there. And then we get our friend Teela. She's ready to go, locked in, all kinds of stuff going there. But I'm going to take her offline, and I'll be back talking all things Mondo Teela. All right, we got Teela out of the package. Let's start it off. Let's start with the accessories, but a little asterisk at the beginning right here. I did get Teela out of the package, and I noticed right off the bat extremely tight joints on Teela. So it's always a good idea. Get the hair dryer, gently warm up the joints on these Mondo figures. I truly believe we shouldn't have to do that with any action figures unless you have a note sticking right in your face, slapping in the face on the packaging saying, hey, FYI, do this. We shouldn't have to do it unless there is that. Now, Cosmic Legions, Mythic Legions, they always put those on there. Not all these other companies do that, and not everybody knows that. Not everybody else is in the action figure deep trenches like we are watching these videos. So that is one thing I will say that about this Teela. Heat it up, just be safe. At least that was my copy. So the more you know, the more you know. But the more you know about the accessories here, we do get the stand for Teela. Big stand, very reminiscent of the Beastman stand, I believe. Extra large one for Teela right here, but she's a small figure, so I don't know if she needed that big a stand. but it is appreciated at the end of the day. We do get extra hands for her. She's got, I almost said 2 Fists of Fury, kind of 2 Fists of Fury, 2 gripping Fists of Fury out of the package. Then we do get 2 splayed out hands and 2 traditional Fists of Fury with Teela here. So choose your own hand adventure like any other action figure along the way. We do got a big old spear here. She's ready to take on anybody that's coming at her in the Eternia, and she's a protecting Eternos. You know, she's doing her thing here, but she does have this nice ornate, nice point at the top here. Got a little handle in the middle, a nice brownish color. A little bit of a bend to it. You should be able to heat that up and bend that back out. Nice gold color throughout. Big staff here, about as tall as she is, I would imagine. And speaking of staffs, we got the snake staff. How about that? Always loved this as a kid. The original Masters of the Universe toy line when I was a kid in the 80s. I would always use this staff with Serpentor, and I'd always have Serpentor. He'd get this, and he'd throw that, and he'd get it right at Duke. He'd take out Duke just like in the movie, so I always loved this as a kid, crossing over into my Joe collecting. But looking very nice with the snake at the top, looking extra evil here. Looks like something Cobra Commander might be carrying around. You never know. But looking very nice as far as a staff goes right there. And then we do get a little, we get her sword and her sheath and a little bit of storage around the belt right here. Looking very good. Very interesting sword inside, all nice silver, but a very triangular sword and a very small sword. Usually I kind of think of little longer swords. She likes a short sword, so you know me, I'm a long sword guy at the end of the day. But a nice gold color on here, a little red against the silver. Looking very nice, and of course the belt there, going to put it right off her hip. She's ready for action at a moment's notice, so we do get that along the way. Of course, you got to have the classic Teela shield. Of course, we're used to this just with no color to it, so it looks definitely different when you throw those gold accents on there. A little bit of a rusty color. It looks like it's been used in combat a time or two. Nice handle on the inside in black. But looking good. She's got to have her sword. She's got to have her shield. She's got to have her spear. She's got to be ready to go. She's got to be ready to go. But we do get her little helmet action here. Helmet? I don't know what you call it. Lack of a better term. And unfortunately for me, I got some extra silver paint on the side of mine. Not exactly sure where that would have came from, but a little paint defect. As we always say, your mileage may vary. But it does, maybe it's supposed to be that way, but I don't think so. A little silver scuff on the side. Nice green and black eye there. Of course, very reminiscent of Teela throughout the years in the action figure game. Has always had this headdress. Sometimes people use it, sometimes they don't. I almost feel like I have to use it with this one here. Very ornate, very nice, very cool looking, of course. I'm not sure if it'll accommodate all the heads, though, is the problem. Well, it seems to. I don't know. This one might be a tough one. Yeah, it's not going to take this one. But it will accommodate at least 2 of the heads, it looks like here. So choose your own Teela adventure. How you want to display your Teela, you can do that, of course. But now let's get down to the head sculpts on Teela. We're going to start with the one right out of the package. Not terrible. It looks like Teela. If somebody handed me this, I know who it is. Got her hair all up there, her reddish hair. Got a little bit of a curl kind of coming out the back. Got her little crown going on the top. Got a little blue eyeshadow, I believe that's called. Eyebrows a little bit raised, so maybe she's on guard. She's on guard right there. Nice white teeth, red lipstick, looking good. Has earrings in. Nice blue eyes. I don't have any problems with this head sculpt. A very good basic Teela head sculpt. I think that gets the job done. Second head sculpt here, it looks like she's been possessed by the devil, or maybe Skeletor or Hordak or somebody. Who knows? Showing a little bit more teeth and a little bit more angry in the face. She's ready for battle in this one. Of course, you got similar hair going on. You got the crown up there as well. She does got a little bit of a red hue, kind of like a rosy hue around her eyes. So I don't know if her blood pressure skyrocketing. Did she break a figure on a YouTube channel and maybe her face gets all red because she gets all fired up? Could be, could be. It happens to the best of us. We know how that goes. But she does got a little bit of red there around the eyes. So I don't know if that's supposed to be like, yeah, her blood pressure, her skin. Of course, she's always been very fair skinned. So I guess when she gets mad, she gets all red in the face. And it does look a little possessed or something like that. But an interesting head sculpt. I guess that's Teela at War head sculpt is what that one is. Then this one is a little bit more free loving, free caring. Good times Teela. Good time party girl Teela is what this one is here. Big old headband, high pony, a high pony, one of the highest ponies you'll ever see. Got the crown going on, the bangs going out there, a nice smile on her face. A little red around the eyes still, but not terrible. Got the earrings going on. A good head sculpt. So I really don't have any issue with any of the head sculpts here. I think they're all easily passable. Very nice head sculpts here. But getting down to the body on this one, she does got a little of that pinkish reddish skin tone here. So I think it goes back, they're trying to depict her as having fair skin. She's like a young Sheamus from the WWE maybe. She just doesn't see a lot of sun. So when she gets mad and flustered, you can kind of see that blood boiling throughout her body, I guess. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. You see a little bit of it at the joints as well. Very interesting. And another thing that's a little interesting is I can see a little bit tanner on the thighs here, but then the back of the legs, the piece in there where the articulation is pure kind of pinkish, pink, I guess, pink, almost like a pigskin color is what it kind of reminds me of. So that does tear your eye away a little bit with the two different skin tones going on. A little bit strange right there, I will say. But she does got her onesie, her one-piece swimsuit, whatever you want to call it. She's dressed to impress. She's definitely catching some eyes in this outfit. There's no doubt about it. Very ornate there. She's got all kinds of stuff going on. The white and the gold trim throughout. Looking very nice. Love the real fur at the top. You know me, I'm a big guy, a big fan of real fur in my action figures. And a little real fur goes a long way here at the top. And then down on the boots as well. Some knee pads looking good. Got the straps around the boots. The red boots looking very nice as well right there. And then, of course, forearm guards on her. Got to protect everything. Now, I will say the hands on mine a little bit looser than I would like. Just a fairly loose. And I got a little PTSD with these female smaller figures as my She-Ra broke her hand, if you guys remember that. I did have to get that fixed, but I don't think it's going to break, but it does worry me. It is a little bit worrisome, but very loose in the hands on this one here. And I will say the elbow's very tight, even after heating them up. Very, very tight as far as all things do go. It almost feels like there's not enough room in between the joint on this one for me. Her arms do go all the way around, of course. Head, back, forth, side to side. Head's going to be removable, as we do know. Single jointed elbows. You do get the side to side at the elbow. Hands removable, back, forth, side to side. Do get a little hula hoop action for the waist. Do you get a hula hoop at the top? A little bit at the top and a little bit at the waist, so you do get a little hula hoop action. She's got those big old Teela splits. She needs to hop on a horse or something. She's ready to go. She's ready to hop to it. She can do it if she needs to. Legs go up a little bit. Double jointed knees, but once again, I heated these up and they're already kind of tightening back in, so I don't know if it's just going to take a couple of heating sessions there, but you do get the side to side. You do get movement there. It's just not as much as it can. I'm just going to have to heat it up again, it looks like here. So that is something to really take note on this figure, I will say. Side to side at the ankles, up and down, of course. Mondo on the bottom, 2024 Mattel, it does say. No peg holes there. You're going to have to use this stand for her, which is just fine. I think we're all okay using this stand for Teela here. But Teela, a main character, a main heavy hitter in the Masters of the Universe, so she had to be done part of this line. We know how that goes. Happy to have her after all this time. Is it perfect? Maybe not. There might be some issues. Some people might not like the pinkish skin tone going on there. The articulation a little bit fuzzy, at least as of right now. But I feel it displays good. I like all the heads on here. I think it's a good figure. And I feel like if you're collecting this line, she is a must-have. If you're collecting even the core characters, she is a must-have for you. And me, too, of course. But of course, we got some other friends of hers. Some friends? Sure, why not? We got old Prince Adam right there. Oh, does she know? Does she know the secret? Oh, she knows the secret. We know she knows the secret. Got that going on. We, of course, got He-Man on the other side. So she's just got two guys fighting over her. Who knows? Who knows? We got that going there. And then, of course, speaking of the females from this line, we do got She-Ra herself. Oh, it's ladies' night. Oh, it's ladies' night. Who's ready for ladies' night? I am. I am. There you go. But looking good, all things considered. I like this Teela. Some changing of the guard here with Mondo, as we do got, of course, new packaging with this one. So it'd be interesting to see how that goes in the future with the packaging, if it'll continue to look like this Teela packaging, or we'll get totally new from here on out. Or maybe they'll change it again. You never do know. But Teela, pretty good, all things considered, for me. But what about you? Can you look past the pink skin? Are you okay with that? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell, as we got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring every single day. Of course, make sure to follow me over on ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson, pick up a t-shirt, and don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for the mighty Teela and her gang, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.